Hey guys, and welcome on into another episode of Getting Wild and Flying High, free NHL and MLB picks. I am Terry, and I am ready to break down the Saturday slate. Of course, this is the pre-recorded show, recorded on Friday night. It is currently around 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and I am ready to go over tomorrow's slate. So we will jump right into it and start right in the NHL with the only playoff game that we have for Saturday night. And this is going to be a great game. Edmonton Oilers minus 118 to minus 133. Vegas Golden Knights minus 110 to plus 112. Six and a halfs and sevens split in this game. I mentioned it on today's show, the Friday show. Quick preview to this game. I like the over. I like the over in game one. It was easy money. It was 3-2 after the first for the Vegas Golden Knights. All four games in the regular season between these teams went over. Edmonton's now gone over in four straight playoff games. Vegas, of course, faced the defensive style Winnipeg Jets in the first round, but Edmonton is not defensive anything. Um, I like goals on both sides in this game. Vegas doesn't have the best goaltending. Vegas can put the puck in the net. We know Edmonton can put the puck in the net. So give me the over 6.5, currently minus 135 in a couple spots. That's where I would go in this game. If you want to take the seven at plus money, you could go that way as well. I think it's going to be a high scoring game, just like game one. I did cash a big same game parlay in game one, and I'm not changing that. However, I am going to split it up into two for this game. Um, so I'll go over that now. I don't have odds for it, obviously, recording this show on Friday night, but Dreisaitl anytime goal uh, parlayed with Evan Bouchard to get a point. If you look at Edmonton in this playoff series, Dreisaitl, Bouchard, and McDavid are the only three players doing anything. If you took those three players out, Edmonton would have got swept in the first round. They're basically a three-player team right now. Now those three players are having a lot of success, so that's good for betting. Bouchard point parlayed with Draisaitl anytime goal, and then for Vegas, Mark Stone and Chandler Stevenson have played really well together, and that's where I'm going to go in this game. Is over 6.5. Draisaitl anytime goal parlayed with Bouchard point, and then Mark Stone and Chandler Stevenson both to get a point parlayed together here. When it comes to a side in this one, uh, Edmonton's going to be desperate here, and I can see Edmonton coming out on top in this one. I do like Vegas Golden Knights in the series. Um, a lot of people really like Edmonton, and I get it, but I think the depth that Vegas has. Um, I mentioned Mark Stone and Chandler Stevenson. Those guys are on the second or third line. They're not on the top line. The top line with Jack Eichel. So Vegas has depth throughout the lineup, and that's why I like them in the series. Depending on how these lines move, right now plus 112. If Vegas starts getting closer to plus 120, I'm going to be pulling the trigger on them tomorrow. But sticking with the over and with those props that I mentioned. We will go over to the baseball segment, and we will start with the first game here that I want to talk about. Minnesota Twins and the Cleveland Guardians. Minnesota, anywhere from minus 115 to minus 130. Cleveland, minus 105 to plus 110. Eights and 7.5s available here. Sonny Gray is pitching. So I'm going to find some way to back Minnesota. He is 4-0 on the season with a 0.77 ERA. That is not a mistake. He has yet to give up more than one earned run in a start. He has just pitched pretty much perfect. Allen on the other side for Cleveland, 1-1, 2.45 ERA. He's pitched really well in both starts, 8 strikeouts in both of his starts. And I believe Minnesota is a high strikeout team. Let me get that information up here. If I'm correct, yeah, Minnesota is the third highest strikeout team. So you might want to look at Allen strikeouts for Cleveland, um, because I expect a lower scoring game, especially early in this one. So I'm on Minnesota money line full game. I think the Twins win this game, but I'm on the first five under four, which you can get -115, -125. Um, I like a lower scoring, 1-0, 1-1 type of first five. And then I like Minnesota to win this game. Not taking Minnesota first five. The I was going to say the Wild. The Twins do struggle against left-handed pitchers, which plays right into the under. So I love the under in the first five in this one, and I like the Minnesota Twins full game. I like them to get the job done in this one. Moving on along to the second game, Toronto Blue Jays, Pittsburgh Pirates. Toronto -138 to -157. Pittsburgh +120 to +128. Nines, some 8.5s available as well in this one. Barrios against Oviedo in this game. And I'm a Blue Jays fan, obviously. If you look behind me, if you look at the colors here of the background of the show, but I can't justify betting Toronto at this price with Jose Barrios on the road. I have tried my hardest to um, to come to the aid of Jose Barrios, and I've defended him over and over again, but he continues to struggle for the most part. He has given up at least 4 earned runs in 3 of his 4 road starts. One good start against against Houston on the road, but other than that, he's given up at least 4 earned runs. On the other side, Oviedo, 3 good starts, 3 bad starts. His last 2, he's coming off 4 earned runs in 5 innings against the Dodgers. His last game, 7 earned runs against Washington. Now he's going to face this Blue Jays lineup. I like runs on both sides. I like double digits in this game. Stayed off game 1, but game 2, I'm taking the over. I like runs on both sides here in this game. Let me go to the next one. Boston Red Sox, Philadelphia Phillies, Boston +110 to +124. Philadelphia -134 to -148. 9.5s right across the board. I am more of a sides better. Most of the time, I'm more of a sides better, but I'm liking some overs in the MLB right now, and this is another one here. So I'm on over 8 Friday night for this matchup. I'm on over 9.5 for Saturday's game. Both pitchers are downgraded in this matchup. Corey Kluber has given up at least 3 earned runs in 4 of his 6 starts, including 2 games where 5 earned runs to Baltimore, 7 earned runs to Minnesota, and he's given up a home run in every single start this year. Bailey Falter has lost his last 4 starts in a row, giving up at least 3 earned runs, and he's not faced an offense as hot as this Boston one is right now. I think this total should be more like 10.5 or maybe even 11. This Boston team is scoring runs right now. I like both runs on both sides once again, and I like an over in this game, over 9.5. Moving on along to our next game here, just to make sure. Yes, Baltimore and Atlanta. Baltimore Orioles anywhere from +180 to +204. Atlanta -226 to -250. 8.5s and 8s available here in this one. And I'm going right back to the play that I'm on Friday night. Tonight, I am on the Braves on the run line. Once again on Saturday, Braves on the run line. It's not that Baltimore isn't a good team because they are. They've shown that last year, and they have definitely started off really hot this year. However, this Atlanta team is better. Atlanta has the hitting advantage against righties here. Bradish on the mound for Baltimore, going against Spencer Strider. Strider is coming off his worst start of the season, and that's a win. His worst start of the season, a win where he gave up 4 earned runs to the New York Mets, team he has struggled on against for the most part. I like him to bounce back. It's tough to say bounce back when you won, but he's 4-0 in the year. Now he's facing Baltimore. I like a better performance from him here. Bradish on the other side, 7 earned runs in 2.1 innings against Boston, followed it up with 6 hits and 3 earned runs in 4.2 innings against Detroit. Now he has to face this Atlanta team. Just not a good spot for him. I like the Braves on the run line once again in this game. Going into the quick rundown of the rest of the slate for Saturday, Detroit and St. Louis, Turnbull against Wainwright in this game. I have no idea what to expect from Wainwright. So it's a wait and see type game for me. I may have some player props tomorrow, but other than that, not getting involved in this one. Miami against the Chicago Cubs. Hoeing against Smiley in this one. Um, no side or total here. Player props, if they're in the lineup, I'm going to be right back on Luis Arias. And then I don't have it here. He was in the lineup today. Another player that I'll be on as well. I don't have his name right up here on the top of my hand. But yeah, the next game here, New York Yankees and Tampa Bay, Germán against Rasmussen. No play currently here for me. Um, I'm looking at Tampa on the run line. I'm going to see how today's game finishes, and I may add Tampa Bay on the run line tomorrow. They're just a really, really good baseball team. Offensively, they have the pitching matchup. Rasmussen has got hit a little bit his last few starts, so currently a pass for me, but a lean with the Tampa Bay Rays on the run line. Colorado Rockies, New York Mets, McGill against Gomber. Gomber 2-4 with a 7.57 ERA. He has either been lights out great or really, really awful. Mets aren't hitting well right now. Um, I want to take the over here, over 8.5, but I just don't know what to expect from Gomber. I don't know what to expect from the Mets offense. If there was a pitcher for them to hit well, it should be here in this spot, but ultimately I'm staying off. Minnesota, Cleveland, we went over. Toronto, Pittsburgh, we went over. White Sox and Cincinnati, Clevenger against Lodolo. Um, lean with the over 9 in this one. I'm leaning with the over. Haven't pulled the trigger here yet. Again, another play I may add tomorrow. I'm leaning with the over here in this matchup. Oakland and Kansas City. The total's out of 10 for a very good reason. Waldachuk 0-2 with a 7.26 ERA. Brady Singer, who was phenomenal last year, but not this year, 2-3 with an 8.49 ERA in this one. Two bad teams, and I just don't want to take a double-digit total with these teams. Yes, the pitchers are both pretty bad, but both offenses are pretty bad as well. And if one doesn't show up, this total could stay under. So lean with the over, but not getting to it. Boston, Philadelphia, we went over. Milwaukee, San Francisco, Rhea against Cobb in this matchup. Uh, pass for me here in this one. San Francisco with the hitting and pitching advantage, but not a team I want to back at this price. So it's a pass for me. Baltimore, Atlanta, we went over. Washington, Arizona. Gore against Henry in this one. Heavy lean with Washington Nationals in this game. Potentially Washington in the first five might be a look for me, but currently nothing in this game. LA Dodgers, San Diego Padres. This is my picks and parlays exclusive play of the day. You can get my play in this game in my 5 play package, MLB package, up on the site for $35. Use the code MLB to get a 20% discount off that package. Texas and LA Angels here in this one. We have Detmers for LA. I guess it was just announced that Eovaldi will be on the mound for um, Texas. And this is another over that I'm leaning with this game. But I haven't pulled the trigger here on this game yet. Eovaldi's been better in recent starts. Detmers as well. And I lean with the over, but haven't pulled the trigger here. Houston and Seattle. I don't believe before the show a pitcher has been announced for Houston. Gonzalez for Seattle. I need to know who's on the mound for Houston. I need to do some more research into this game, but most likely it'll be a pass. It'll probably be just what I have given out so far. The best bet segment, which is open to everybody. If you're new to the channel, feel free to put your best bet in. Just put it in the comments below. Just put whatever your bet is and the odds. It can be a 2-team parlay. It can be a single bet. Whatever you want. It's just a good way for everyone that watches to be included in the show. So feel free to jump in. I'll be going to the best bet for Saturday slate. It's my favorite bet of the night, and that is the over 6.5 in Edmonton and Vegas. If this moves to -140, -150, or if it's sevens everywhere, you can take the over 7. You could parlay Stone, Stevenson, Bouchard, any of those guys to get a point. Drysdale will be over at 1.5 points, so I don't like that. But you could put him for a goal, whatever you want to get the better price. But I like the over 6.5, and I'm right at my cutoff line, -135, but I'm playing it anyways. I really love the over in this game. But if you're new to the channel, hit the subscribe button. If you like the content, smash the like button. Appreciate all the support. And make sure to tune in for the Sunday show. For Sunday's games, will be posted Saturday evening. It's Saturday evening sometime. But thanks to everybody for watching. Feel free to put your best bet in. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the like button. And we'll see you again for other episodes. Getting wild, flying high, free NHL and MLB picks. Best of luck, everybody.